Civil society groups termed the arrest of Mombasa Law Court's principal magistrate Edgar Kagoni as an attack on the judiciary. 3 people dead after perimeter wall collapsed at Kamongo village in Starehe constituency. CBK steps up sensitization ahead of the September 30th deadline for the demonetization of the old generation 1,000 shilling banknote. And in sports, athletics Kenya trials for the World Championship kickoff at the Nyayo National Stadium. Hello everyone and welcome to Breaking Today. My name is Abul Ahmed and my sign language interpreter tonight is Tracy Dorcas. Let's begin with our first story. Third Way Alliance party leader Ekuru Aukot has clarified that the Punguza Mizigo bill was not defeated in Kirinyaga and Siaya counties as earlier reported, claiming that Siaya County Assembly failed to follow the right procedure after they skipped the public participation stage. Aukot has also slashed out at various political leaders, saying they are quick to discredit the bill before reading and understanding its content. Christine Muriuki reports.
Even as the Punguza Mizigo bill by Third Way Alliance party continues to gain popularity across the country, the debate has received backlash by some political leaders, with party leader Ekuru Aukot telling of those who are opposing the bill to read it before rejecting it.
I've also said that the bill is reducing or undermining women. Again, they have not read the amendments seeking to ensure that women of Kenya are represented in 50-50 measure to that of men. And they have also not read the justification that once women are equalized at the national level, that will trigger an amendment to the Elections Act, to the Politicals Act, that will ensure we introduce a system of voting in the county assemblies that will bring gender parity.
While speaking at a press conference, Ekuru Aukot accused political leaders including ODM party leader Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, among others, of hijacking the ongoing debates for consideration of the bill.
Constitution and Article 257 requires that the bill must be tabled as a motion to be debated on its merits and demerits and a vote taken. A vote must be taken. There was no vote that took place in Siaya. There was no vote that took place in Kirinyaga. So you cannot say the bill failed in those 2 counties.
Aukot has also accused other political leaders of misleading the public on the bill that has already been forwarded to county assemblies for consideration.
21 counties of Kenya that we have gone, county assemblies that we have gone so far, they all confirm, all MCS confirm to us that they did not know whether there was any other body that came here to solicit for views on how to amend the constitution.
Aukot's bill is one of the popular initiatives aimed at amending the constitution and reducing the perceived high cost of running county governments, as well as overrepresentation of members of parliament. So far, the bill has been tabled to 21 county assemblies. If the bill is approved by at least 24 counties within 3 months, it will be tabled to both houses of parliament, who will either accept or reject the bill. Christine Muriuki, Switch TV.
Elsewhere, the International Commission of Jurists Kenya section, Katiba Institute and the Kenya Human Rights Commission, all who champion civil rights, have strongly criticized the arrest and attempted prosecution of Mombasa Law Court's principal magistrate Edgar Kagoni by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and the DCI for claims of abetting the trafficking of narcotic drugs. According to civil groups, the DPP should have instead appealed the magistrate's decision, as Giverson Maina now reports.
Civil rights groups have profusely condemned the actions of the Office of the Director of Prosecution (DPP) and the DCI following the arrest and attempted prosecution of Mombasa Law Court's principal magistrate Edgar Kagoni for allegations of mishandling 30 million shillings worth of heroin exhibits. The civil rights groups, including the International Commission of Jurists (ICJ), Katiba Institute, and the Kenya Human Rights Commission, termed the actions as a direct attack on the independence of the judiciary.
Because magistrates, like anybody else, or judges, they have a private life. They can be held accountable for what they do in their private capacity. But when they are executing processes in the normal court process, I can make a mistake. That's why you find somebody has been convicted and that conviction overturned. That is a mistake of law. You can misapprehend the fact. You can misapprehend the law. But that should not be construed as a criminal. Otherwise, you not have that independence of the judiciary.
The magistrate is accused of mishandling 10 kilograms of heroin and 600,000 Kenyan shillings recovered from a drug trafficker, a matter which was concluded in June last year, where he convicted Hussein Masood Aid to 30 years in jail. The civil rights groups, however, argue that the office of the DPP should have instead appealed the decision of the magistrate court to have custody of the heroin exhibits.
It is high time that even the ODPP must take responsibility for failing to follow due process when a decision has been made and they are not happy with it, and they ought to have appealed or sought review.
Principal Magistrate Edgar Kagoni was arrested by DCI officers and spent last night in a police cell in Nairobi despite the High Court in Mombasa ordering his release, sparking debate of contempt of court by state agencies, the ODPP and the DCI.
ODPP, the DCI, the judiciary are all players in the criminal justice system and even in the civil justice system to an extent. And so they build upon each other's powers and obligations to be able to provide for a just and fair society. And therefore they are expected to work together in a way that mutually respects each other's powers and responsibilities, and actually in a way that enhances the administration of justice and ultimately the respect of the Constitution.
The civil and human rights groups say, moving forward, state agencies should be in harmony with the judiciary to expedite and deliver justice to the members of public. Giverson Mana, Switch TV.
A perimeter wall that collapsed today at Kamongo village in Starehe constituency killed 2 people on the spot, while 1 died upon arrival at the hospital. Among those who died was a pregnant woman. The wall belongs to the Gill Oil Company Limited.
3 people are confirmed dead today at Kamango village after a wall at Gill Oil Limited Company collapsed. 7 people are also nursing serious injuries at a hospital. Among the 7 people admitted at Coptic Hospital are 3 children. The wall is said to have collapsed due to construction activities that were going on in the company.
Sasa hapa kumeathirika nyumba zaidi ya 30. Watu hata ni bahati ilikuwa ni mchana, wengine wako makazi. But sasa ingekuwa ni masaa, ingeanguka usiku, hapa watu wangekufa wengi sana.
Villagers here blame the company for negligence with signs that the wall could collapse evident beforehand.
Hii ukuta kitu ya kwanza haina column, haina beam na ni ukuta kubwa zaidi ya 6 meters. And then hao hawajari kabisa, wanakuja wanaweka hizi building materials unaona zimemwagwa hapa. Tena wanaziralishia kwa the same ukuta.
Nilikuwa kwa nyumba, nikakuwa nikipumzika tu. Sasa ni ile kitu ilinitoa, ilikuwa njaa ikanitoa ili nitafute chakula hapo juu kidogo. Sasa siku prepare chakula kwangu. Nikatoka tu dakika chache hivi na nikapiga kona. Unaona ukiangalia hapo unaona kuna kona hapo juu. Sasa kupiga kona na ilikuwa inaelekea lunch time saa 6. Na kufika hapo juu nikaongea marafiki zangu mwingine, hata dada moja ambapo amefariki hapo, tukasalimiana naye hapo na tukapitana hapo. Sasa mimi kuingia hapo mahali nataka kutafuta chakula, ndio hiyo tukio sana unasikia nyuma yangu kuna kitu imefanyika.
Nyabaki, a mother of 2 children, one candidate in class 8 and one in class 4, now has no place to call home after all their hopes were crushed by the wall.
Vitu zetu zimeenda hasara, watu wamekufa, jirani zangu wamekufa wote. Mama mmoja na msichana mwingine walia. Watu wote sasa wako na shida wote, wengine wako hospitali, lakini Mungu ametuokolea na ametusaidia.
Member of Parliament for Starehe constituent Charles Njagwa has since promised to take up the matter with the relevant authorities and assure the victims that justice will be served.
Sisi kama viongozi, sisi na MCA hapa na viongozi wale wako hapa, hata askari, tunawaomba wale wanafanya investigations, wafanye investigations vizuri. Kama kuna mtu ana makosa, to make sure anafikishwa kotini na anashtakiwa.
The more than 40 families affected will have to spend their nights in the cold, having been rendered homeless, and are appealing for help from the government.
Apologies for that hiccup. The Africa-Europe Innovation Partnership was launched on Thursday in Nairobi at an event which brought together business incubators, accelerators, startups, network organizations and experts from both continents, as well as representatives from the African Union and the Kenyan government. Safi Gonana with more.
The Kenya-European Union partnership that was launched today in Nairobi aims to create synergies between the Africa and Europe innovation ecosystems by connecting incubators with accelerators, fostering technology transfer, and enhancing capacity building in key technologies.
What we want is to create a platform amongst the innovators that is self-sustainable and that will generate, of course, new funds by the innovators working together. So this is a pilot project of 2.5 million euros, which has a duration of 2.5 years. And also, as I said in my intervention, we do hope that it will lay the foundations.
The partnership is also expected to provide a real catalyst for direct engagements between the two continents by promoting and supporting the emerging economic actors that will hopefully lead to sustainable investment, development, and youth employment.
It's about private sector investment. It's about the business climate, which we would like to see improved. It's about education and skills, and it's about trade, intra-regional trade, and our support to the continental free trade area. So all this is what is the overall strategy to India-Africa-EU relations.
In Kenya, small and medium enterprises, SMEs, contribute about 20% of the country's GDP and is also the second source of employment in the agricultural sector. In Europe, 90% of jobs are generated by SMEs.
In Europe, they're traditionally known to achieve high levels of standards, and this is translated into skills development and their economies in terms of their enterprises and so on. And so we have the possibility of also ensuring that through this partnership we're able to address some of the challenges we have within Kenya's context by sharing capacities as far as the development of technical vocational training, its standards to productivity gains, innovation gains and efficiency gains, but also as part of the current policy of government to realize the Big Four agenda, which is all about enterprise creation, job creation, the ability to promote value addition through our many different resources and sectors.
European Union being Africa's biggest partner in trade, foreign investment and development, the new alliance is expected to take the relationship between the two continents to the next level by building on the commitments reached in the AU-EU summit in Abidjan in November 2017. Safi Godana Mamo, Switch TV.
It is now 13 minutes past 7. Thank you for watching Breaking Today. Let me go through some of your feedbacks before we take a short break. Hello, Abula, watching Breaking Today from Mombasa. I'm Irene Kendi. Thank you very much for watching. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back with more. Welcome back and thank you for watching Breaking Today. Moving on, the Central Bank of Kenya has stepped up its countrywide sensitization campaign ahead of the September 30th deadline for the demonetization of the old generation 1,000 shillings banknotes. On Thursday, CBK Governor Patrick Njoroge made a series of roadshows in Wajir County where residents were cautioned against fake currency notes. Kevin Sayer reports.
Kenyans have 18 days to return back the old 1,000 shilling banknotes. And to this end, the Central Bank of Kenya is not leaving anything to chance in its quest of grounding all old generation 1,000 shillings notes by September 30th. On Thursday, CBK Governor Dr. Patrick Njoroge, accompanied by Wajir County leaders, held a series of sensitization campaigns in the region, urging locals to exchange their old currency with the new generation currencies.
Zile za zamani mubadilishe ile muende na zile mpya, kwa sababu tukifika mwisho wa mwezi huu tunaenda hizo za zamani zitakuwa makaratasi.
CBK said an original note has easily identifiable features and cautioned residents from falling victim of fake currencies. Dr. Njoroge added that the bank had not received as much of the old notes as it had anticipated, noting that it had roughly collected half of all old notes in circulation. He attributed the low return rate with the last-minute culture of Kenyans.
Wajua sisi wa Kenya tuna tabia mbaya sana. Na watu wananiuliza, je, utaongeza muda? Hatutaongeza.
CBK will cease circulation of the old generation 1000 banknotes on October 1 in a movement to enhance the war on graft and money laundering. But the demonetization of the old currency is facing opposition, with activist Okia Omtata challenging its illegality in the High Court, citing lack of public participation. He also protested the inclusion of Kenya's founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta's portrait in the new banknotes, which according to him is against the law. The court is set to render a ruling on the petition on September 27th. Kevin Sewe, Switch TV.
In other news, the cabinet has announced an immediate ban on adoption of children by foreign nationals. A special cabinet meeting convened at State House, Nairobi on Thursday, chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta, also directed the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection to formulate a new policy document to regulate the adoption of children by foreign nationals in Kenya. The order comes amid concerns over the existing loopholes in adoption laws of local children by foreigners, with court battles rife on the same. Elsewhere, vegetable oil has been a common cooking oil for many people around the globe, mainly in preparing meals. But among the majority of the Somali community, this is not the case, as many of them would prefer using ghee in cooking. Our reporter Hussein Ahmed spent a day with one family in Isli who uses the fermented milk product for cooking and filed the following report.
Isli, an area predominantly inhabited by the Somali community. It has been described as the Little Mogadishu, as well as a country within a country with its own economy, on account of its robust business sector. Majority of the people here still believe in the traditional methods of cooking. Mumtaz Abdi, a businesswoman in Isli, is among the many residents in this area who says despite many companies coming up with cooking oil products, she still uses a traditional ghee in preparing meals. But first, how is this product made?
It is made from the cow's milk through fermentation. These cows are mostly exported from Somalia. It is the tradition of Somalis to use the ghee, but also the Arabs and Sudanese use it. 1 liter of ghee goes for around 1,000 shillings in the market.
Mumtaz further explains to us why she prefers ghee over other refined oils.
I use ghee because it is part of my tradition and I have to uphold it.
She says ghee products are natural and free from any unhealthy additives and preservatives. It's shelf stable and can stay fresh for a while without becoming stale.
Ghee can be used as a cooking oil, and it also provides calcium to our body, thus preventing our teeth from becoming weak.
According to scientific research, ghee contains high amounts of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are essential for body functioning and boosting the immune.
Apart from the vegetable oil which is used for cooking, there's also an alternative which is the ghee, and the ghee has low cholesterol. Hussein Ahmed, Switch TV, Isli.
Hussein Ahmed there making his debut on Breaking Today. Let us now take a look at the financials. Time for sports, and we start with athletics, where Kenyan duo of Ismail, we start with tennis. Ismail Changawa and Kevin Cheruiyot beat Madagascar opposition in contrasting fashion as the Davis Cup Group 3 tournament got underway at Nairobi Club yesterday. Cheruiyot, who took to the clay course for Kenya's first rubber, overpowered Lucas Andrea Masilalao in straight sets of 6-4, 6-3, while Changawa labored to beat Jean Jacques Pakoto High 6-1 to 6-7, 7-6. Kenya, who are chasing a top 2 finish in the 8-team tournament, will be out to extend their winning run when they face Algeria in their second Pool B match today. France caused the biggest upset of the Basketball World Cup in China after beating holders the United States 89-79 to reach the semi-finals of the 32-nation tournament on Wednesday. France will meet Argentina on Friday for a berth in Sunday's final, while 2006 champion Spain take on Australia in the second semi-final. France carved out a 51-41 lead early in the third quarter, but the Americans, who were last eliminated from the medal rounds in the 2002 tournament on home soil in Indianapolis, appeared to have turned the tide when they surged ahead 72-65. The French forced the final twist in the closing stages thanks to a effervescent performance by Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert, who finished with 21 points and 16 rebounds. South Africa's superb revival over the past 15 months has taken them from one of their lowest ever periods to genuine Rugby World Cup contenders as they chase a third global title in Japan. After picking up a bronze medal in England 4 years ago, the Boks will only 11 of their next 25 tests, including a first ever loss to Italy and a record 57-0 humiliation by New Zealand. Rassie Erasmus took over the side in March 2018 after being installed as director of rugby. In the upswing in fortunes has been dramatic. Moving on, former world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury will be back in action in Las Vegas on September 14th as he takes on Sweden's Otto Wallin. The two appeared on stage together in their final news conference before Saturday's clash. Wallin was offered the biggest fight of his career against Fury in late July. Fury remains on collision course with WBC champion Deontay Wilder following their battle to a draw last December. The British fighter shocked the world in 2015 when he defeated long-reigning champion Vladimir Klitschko to capture the IBF, WBA and WBO belts.
Good. I feel fit. I've trained really hard. I'm in great shape. Weight's perfect. I'm injury-free. Feeling sharp. I feel rejuvenated.
Yeah, I was very happy. It dropped out of the sky, and I was very happy. I talked to Joey about it, and we were all for it. So then we got it done, and we're finally here. And it's a dream come true for me to be here. I come from a small place in Sweden, and now I'm here on the big stage, and I've been dreaming about this, and I'm ready to put it.
And that boxing story brings us to the end of Breaking tonight. Thank you for watching. My name is Abul Ahmed, and our sign language interpreter is Tracy Dorcas. Have a lovely night.